Just a short video on what is a very easy way to make clarified butter, which is a much better deep frying oil than, Sneed oils. Just butter, which is some old stuff that I found in one of our freezers, which might as well use it for something practical. And a crock pot. This is one of the small, about 2-quart ones. And I'm just running it off of this Carolyn Maynell site transformer. Yes, I'm an American, and I have actually 4 of these things. And despite that the nameplate on it says 50 cycles, this works just fine on 60 cycles. But anyways, you take, in my case, I've got about 2 pounds of butter in this. I've done as many as 3 at one time, 3 pounds of butter in this crock pot, but it does get kind of close to overfilling. So generally I do 1 to 2 pounds at a time in this thing. And overall it takes about 5 to 6 hours. One advantage of doing it in this is you don't have to watch it the way you would make clarified butter on a stove, because this has a temperature switch inside it, and so it doesn't get hot enough to actually burn the milk solids that collect at the bottom. So you can't easily make proper ghee. It does sort of turn into kind of a mix between clarified butter and ghee, but the strong nutty flavors of actual ghee aren't really as pronounced in this. But again, I use this largely for deep frying. It's also very, very good for making popcorn, which at some point I'm going to do a video on how to make popcorn using a deep fryer. By the way, this has been going for about 45 minutes so far. 45-50 minutes thereabouts. And here's the clarified butter after an hour and a half. All the butter has melted, and there's now a layer of milk solids that have collected at the bottom of the crock pot. Now it's going to take a couple of hours for this to boil, cook out all the water out of the fat so the stuff's totally dry, and more update videos as the cooking progresses. Also, yes, I do have a lid on it most of the time. I just took the lid off because veiling reflections. And now, a little over 3 hours in, and the water at the bottom of the pot is starting to boil. And also note how the clarified butter liquid is kind of cloudy. It's going to keep boiling like this until it turns clear. When it does, that's when you're getting pretty close to done. And more video as it gets to that stage of cooking. And some hours later, it's done. Note that the fat part of the clarified butter has gone totally clear, and the milk solids are kind of a sandy color. So yeah, it's done. Yay.